Hello, everyone. Hope y'all had a great, happy New Year. But before we, before we leave 2025 all behind, time to go over the last month of the year and talk about what pieces of lost media were found. This one is surprisingly busy, so we're not going to waste any time. So let's go ahead and talk about the lost media that was found in December of 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed the this little series of streams I made. So hopefully I get to continue making them this year. Okay, first up, ABC Saturday Morning Preview Park. Now, for those who don't know, and I didn't know this myself for a while, back in the day, ABC would show Saturday morning cartoons, and to help promote these, they aired a program that would basically promote and introduce new ones coming to the network. Many of these were made, and recently one of them was found. This one from 1984. This one was notable for being hosted by musician Weird Al Yankovic, alongside actors in costumes playing Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo. Like most promotional material that's only meant to air really once, this was given a wide release. That was until December 2nd, when Lost Media Wiki user Ziggy Kashmir, with help of two other people named Max and Andy Mangles, obtained a copy of the entire thing and upload it to YouTube, marking it as found. Jammin'. Jammin' was an arcade game released back in 1985 and by some accounts is generally considered to be one of, if not the first rhythm games ever created. Not much was known about the game other than the fact that it was similar to the game Simon, where the game plays you a rhythm and you have to repeat it. The only footage available was a low quality YouTube video showcasing the game. However, on December 2nd, a user named Dutchman2000 posted the source code of the game to the Museum of the Game in international arcade museum forums, basically meaning the game is now playable. Mimi and Mr. Bobo. Mimi and Mr. Bobo was a Spanish animated series that aired in 1999 for 26 episodes. According to a YouTube description was translated in English, it said this: follow the clever Mimi and her hilarious invisible friend Mr. Bobo as they dive into imaginative and funny adventures. So, yeah, basically your standard cartoon for the time. After the show aired, it seemed to have fallen into obscurity and episodes became hard to come by. While there is a lost pilot episode that is still lost, and a series of shorts that is still lost known as Mimi and the Gang, the full original 126 episode series was finally completely found on December 4th by a user named Andy Producciones, who uploaded both the English and Spanish versions of each episode. Pretty Fly for a Rabbi Beatnik remix. Wow, the second time Weird Al is being mentioned in this video. Anyways, Pretty Fly for a Rabbi was a song released by Weird Al Yankovic for his 1999 album Running with Scissors, meant to be a parody of The Offspring's Pretty Fly for a White Guy. During a contest known as the Yahoo Music Beatnik Groovesgram test, which happened around the turn of the millennium, official remix of this song, but was only released to the site and never posted anywhere else. Due to the format that it due to the format and how it was supposed to be uploaded, it wasn't expected to be found. However, thanks to the help of users DD and Passions Planet, they were able to find an archive section of the Beatnik site which had the remix, which sadly turned out to be just a 4-second clip of the song on loop. Talk that into disappointing piece of lost media. El alimento del miedo. Also known as The Food of Fear. This was a 1994 Mexican horror film by Juan López Moctezuma. It's about the man, the leader of a circus act, and his wife having to take care of a daughter nicknamed Flea, who was jailed for drug trafficking. The plot is also a little bit harsh to explain, so I'd recommend looking at the Lost Media Wiki. Although filming was completely finished due to the director's death in 1995, the film would end up never being released. Although screenshots and was would be would be available. However, on December 7th, a user known as Laura VO uploaded the full film onto YouTube, saying that they wanted to preserve it even after harassment kept the film from being released by someone else. Another upload of the film in higher quality would later follow. So, yeah. Magic Mission. Magic. So, if you're into Lost Media, you might know the iconic Nickelodeon Studios 10th anniversary video. It's known for having some of the only pieces of footage for a lot of well-known pilots, including the now found Me and My Friends pilot. Well, another pilot from this has been found. One that actually didn't get any footage featured, but had its name listed. That being Magic Mission, a pilot that was made in 1993. It would have been something of an explorer. It wasn't really. And no clips were ever in that video. But on December 7th, a YouTuber known as Strange Dreams uploaded the full pilot to YouTube, revealing that they were actually part of the pilot's production. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Garfield caught in the act, The Lost Levels. Okay, the next two trees I'll be talking about are connected, so I'll be linking them together of sorts. Anyway, Garfield Caught in the Act, The Lost Levels was a game exclusive to the Sega Channel service on the Sega NES and Mega Drive, which contained notable games, cheat codes, and tips, which were 3 levels cut from the original version of the game. After the Sega Channel closed, the game went with it, and though gameplay was available to be uploaded back in 2024. But on December 15th of this year, the game, alongside numerous other titles, including one I'll get to in just a second, was released with the help of a conjoint creation of the Video Game History Foundation and Gaming Alexandria. And the Flintstones final build. Now, sticking with the Sega Channel, the Flintstones was a 1990 game released in 1994 for the Super Nintendo. With a Game Boy edition being made later. The game was meant to be The game was based on the 1994 live-action Flintstones movie, which in turn is based on the popular 1960s cartoon by Hanna-Barbera. While the SNES and Game Boy while the game did release for the SNES and Game Boy, there was a Sega Genesis and Mega Drive port developed exclusive. It was only available for a limited time, and after that went low. Hidden Palace did upload a prototype on New Year's Eve 2019, but on December 15th, the final build was uploaded again by the Video Game History Foundation and Gaming Alexandria. The moment of truth Melanie Williams episodes. Okay, this and the Andrew between this and the Andrew show, that was found back in February. This is one of the most disturbing finds of the year. Anyways, The Moment of Truth was a game show that aired on Fox in 2008. It was basically a question and that lie. The episodes were from an unaired second season, those being episodes 9 and 10. In those, Melanie Williams was the first and only contestant on the show to answer the final question correctly. She answered questions about how the show was notable for asking very personal questions and trying to make the character that's uncomfortable. This one, Melanie Williams is said to have experienced sexual abuse and pedophilia from her family she lived in. I won't go too deep into that more, but Blame It on George. George made a video talking about it talked about this in his Disturbing Lost Media from Reddit video. So I highly recommend you check that video out. Anyways, the episodes she appeared in were never aired as far as I'm aware of. But on December 15th, a fan channel named The Moment of Truth Archive uploaded both episodes, both episodes 9 and 10 of the episode she was in, with the 9th episode being uploaded in 6 parts. It's unknown how this channel managed to get in these episodes. Topless, NES. Okay, turns out it's Papilles. Anyways, this was a puzzle platform game released for the Game Gear. We're back in 1991. For the time, there was a planned Game Gear. There was a planned NES version that never ended up being made. However, thanks to our good friends at the Video Game History Foundation, on December 17th, a build of the game of the NES was discovered and can now be played. Pit Fighter 2. Pit Fighter was a 1990 fighting game published by Konami. It is one of those games that digitized live-action actors into the game, which, yeah, certainly have aged somewhat. Apparently, there was a planned sequel that never ended up being made. Not much information was known about it, and that was until December 17th when the when hidden when when Hidden Palace, thanks to the help of the Video Game History Foundation, uploaded a build for the Sega Mega Drive dated 5th, 1993, and now can be played. Kid Rock WCCC interview audio. Okay, this part is probably the weirdest, so bear with me. Um, if if you don't know who Kid Rock is, he's basically been somewhat of a controversial musician in recent memory. But he's probably best known for his hit song All Summer Long, which sampled the Alabama Southern rock song Sweet Home Alabama. But in 2006, he did an interview with WCCC to promote a new single, from what I heard. The audio of this interview was uploaded to YouTube on December 22nd by YouTuber Scratchy Soft. So, yeah. Empress Chung. And finally, I'm ending off this year with a notable find. Empress Chung was a 2005 Korean animated movie based on a popular folk tale within the region about a girl sacrificing herself to cure her father's blindness. It's notable for receiving both a North and South Korean release and also won many awards. So you might be thinking, how did this film become lost if it gained all of this notoriety? Well, after the film released, no other means of release happened. It seems to have been forgotten. There were rumors that it was released on DVD in North Korea, but these claims don't seem to have ever been confirmed. And even if it was true, getting that DVD and getting it in the hands of someone who could put it online would be pretty challenging given the difficulty of getting anything in or out of North Korea. For a while, all we had are some stills. In October 2025, some marketing pieces of the film were found, and a partial copy was given to some people. Finally, on New Year's Eve, December 31st, the full film was uploaded to YouTube by user Phil East. Some people, depending on who you ask, it could either be New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, but I got New Year's Eve, so I'm putting it in this video. And that's everything that was found. Pretty good year for lost media, I will say, even if it doesn't do other years. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully 2026 will give us some media. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.